Well, it looks like mission impossible for Manchester United on a rainy night in Paris, into the Lions Den of the Parc des Princes, with at least 2 goals needed tonight against a team many feel could win the Champions League this season. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer would deserve the keys to the city of Manchester, not just the manager's job full-time, if he can pull this one off in Paris tonight. So Thomas Tuchel rested players in the league at the weekend. Only 5 players that play tonight started on Saturday. It's the same 11 that started the first leg at Old Trafford. Neymar is still out injured, but Edinson Cavani is back on the Paris Saint-Germain bench. Kehrer, Bernat, Verratti and Draxler are all booking away from suspension should they get through. Well, the Manchester United squad is down to the bare bones. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has been creative with his selection. Eric Bailly and Fred are the 2 changes from the weekend. It could well be 3 at the back. We'll have to wait and see to get confirmation of the United shape. Alexis Sanchez and the suspended Paul Pogba drop out from Saturday's team. The United bench includes 5 teenagers. Mason Greenwood and James Garner are just 17 years old. Paris Saint-Germain have won 7 games in a row. They're totally dominant here in France. Key players were rested on Friday in the league. It means they're concentrating fully on the trophy that they really want to win. The bookies think it could be their year as well. They're 3rd favourites to win the Champions League. And there's the first big challenge of the night on Angel Di Maria, suspended for the quarter-finals, and there's a bad ball. Here's the chance. It's Lukaku, and he's around the goalkeeper, and he squeezed it in. And what a start that is for Manchester United in Paris. The man in form, the man among the goals, has a big one tonight in the Champions League. And inside 2 minutes, it's Paris Saint-Germain 0, Manchester United 1.
What a start for Manchester United. And how late it was Romelu Lukaku. Kehrer here is just fat.
There's Mbappe on the move. He got it through. Smalling, it's gone right the way through. And Juan Bernat with a tap-in made by Kylian Mbappe. They'll check it for VAR, but it looks like Manchester United's lead, their early lead, has disappeared already.
Yeah, as the ball through to Mbappe, I think they're going to have a look at to see whether he was offside, because there was a couple of PSG players there, but I think he's well onside. I mean, since the goal they've looked.
Angel Di Maria with options. It's Dani Alves. He had a lot of time to think about it.
Yeah, it's not like him, is it? Normally he strikes a nice ball.
He's back. Here's Mbappe, so sharp, whips it in to the side netting. Any kind of sight of goal, and Paris Saint-Germain's leading scorer will be happy to pull the trigger. Lovely ball by Dani Alves, laid off by Mbappe to Di Maria. Here's Bernat again, all kinds of time. Good save, David De Gea. They've got to get a hold of Juan Bernat down the left-hand side.
Well, unfortunately, Eric Bailly's still playing like a centre defender, isn't he? They're in trouble again.
Got a man over again. Di Maria goes for it. What a hit. Fantastic power from the left boot of Angel Di Maria. Verratti, here's Draxler, Mbappe. This time the back heel doesn't work. Straight to Victor Lindelof. Verratti, such a good all-round midfield player in there for PSG. Oh, Mbappe with a little floater out there to Di Maria. Julian Draxler given away to Fred. There's another mistake by Kehrer. Marcus Rashford's on the run. United have got 2 in the middle. Awful ball.
Another poor ball.
Romelu Lukaku and Ashley Young were screaming for it in the middle.
They were 2-on-1 eventually, Fletch, when they break. Kehrer slips. He's in. Thiago Silva has to try and get across.
Here's Andreas Pereira. And now Rashford, supported outside him by Shaw. He's got himself. Spilled by Buffon. Oh, they've got another one. And it's him again, Romelu Lukaku, who scores 2 goals in a game for the 3rd game in a row after a howler from Gianluigi Buffon. Paris Saint-Germain 1, Manchester United 2.
Yeah, and you see how he hits it. Marcus Rashford makes up for his last mistake. Loads of dip on the ball. Buffon cannot control it at all. And who's the one thinking the worst case scenario is the goal scorer who's in great form at the minute and full of confidence. Leg.
Is Rashford in and he's onside? It's Rashford! Oh, just wide!
Well, now his flag's gone up.
Now the flag's gone up. Rashford didn't know that. Go Silva.
Nice play though. A stroke of half-time, there we go.
It was the last chance of a half that's had a bit of everything, including a horrendous mistake by Gianluigi Buffon. It was his error that led to the
team. And listen, we push on again, get us another goal and get us through.
OK, let's rejoin our commentators Steve McManaman and Darren Fletcher.
Mbappe to Di Maria.
It's all very slow though, isn't it?
Mbappe speeds things up, Di Maria in! That's a brilliant finish, the flag's gone up. What a let-off for Manchester United.
Yeah, lovely ball, lovely flick by Mbappe, but he was offside, Fletch. He's just going to check just to be double check.
Swinging on from McTominay on Marquinhos.
Yeah, he looks all right now though, doesn't he? He's right up Marquinhos. He looks as if he'd been hit by a heavyweight boxer initially.
A clothesline, wasn't it? They call it the cluster-be nerves in the Paris Saint-Germain ranks, even as experienced as they are. This man can settle any nerve. Kylian Mbappe, offside.
Yeah. It's funny, isn't it? We're always waiting. We can see he's offside, and you're waiting for him to touch us so the linesman's flag goes up. It can be quite frustrating at times.
Lost it, wanted handball. Di Maria's not hanging around. He's got Mbappe up there with him. Kylian Mbappe, so unlike him.
Yeah. You have to be careful, United. It's a really poor throw by Dalot. He's right up the field and he's through.
Alves looks for Mounier in behind Shaw. Good defending by the England left back.
Good ball in from Dani Alves to pick up Mounier.
Dani Alves onto Kylian Mbappe. He's in. David De Gea stranded. Oh, he couldn't take the chance. Brilliant challenge by Smalling, but that hits the post. Manchester United inches away from going out, but they survive.
Yeah, and the ball by Dani Alves, it's actually Chris Smalling's touch which takes all the pace off it and puts it right in.
Dallow's thinking about the shot. That took a deflection. It's a corner.
The big men forward.
Solskjaer's down there thinking corners worked brilliantly in 1999. Penalty! It's a penalty to Manchester United! VAR! Kimpembe's handball! Oh my word! The Paris Saint-Germain players can't believe it. Look at them! The crowd around us are stunned.
Can't believe it, can you? You cannot believe it. From a shot like that from Dalot, which is just going over the bar, it looked as if.
Oh, he smashed it in! What a penalty from Marcus Rashford! Manchester United with another glorious night in the Champions League. United heading through to the quarter-finals. Marcus Rashford, the coolest man in the place.
Well, I'll show you how the ball is. Bosh, have some of that. Flew past Buffon.
Eventually it goes in towards Edinson Cavani. He's fouling in there. The Paris Saint-Germain fans are screaming penalty, but if anything, it would be the other way around.
Yeah, it's quite funny actually. All the crowd around us have erupted, hoping, begging. To Lukaku any better there, could he?
The full-time whistle, and Solskjaer has won it. And you've heard that somewhere before. What a night for Manchester United. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has inspired them to one of their greatest ever European victories. Written off, not given a prayer after the first leg, and they've rolled into Paris and rolled over Paris Saint-Germain. It's a remarkable win against a team that hardly ever loses here. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer still has the Midas touch, but even by Manchester United standards, this is an astonishing win, Steve McManaman.
Absolutely incredible win.
Goodness gracious me. Extraordinary scenes in the French capital. Manchester United have done something that no team has ever done in Champions League / European Cup history. They've lost the first leg by 2 goals and come back to win. No team has ever done that before. And that man there, Marcus Rashford, just 20 years old,